Alright, welcome back to the B3CE. Today I'm going to show you how you take apart a hub and rotor assembly on a 76 F150 and or a Dana 44 to replace the locking hub and or the bearings that are inside of the rotor assembly itself. And to do that, what I did was I went ahead and I removed the rotor assembly. I put the pieces back on so that way you can see an exploded view of what that looks like as the tools are going in and where they need to be placed in order to make the best impact. So what you're going to do initially is you're going to take an Allen key and you're going to remove these machine bolts right here, which is going to allow the outside locking hub to be removed. So next up, what you're going to do is you're going to remove this piece, which sometimes it's a little more tricky than others. And so to do that, you're going to take these machine screws and you're going to stick one on each side, one opposite side of the other. So one here and one here, which is going to allow you to use both hands. Obviously I'm filming with one, so I'm not going to do that. You're going to thread those in, you're going to grab it, and you're going to pull it out. But before pulling that out, what you're going to need to do is remove this locking ring right here. And so to do that, what you're going to have to do is get yourself a set of these, which each point of these then go into the holes right here, allowing you to spread that ring and remove it. So once you have it in those holes, what you're going to do is you're going to spread it apart, allowing you to remove it just like that. Set that to the side somewhere where you're not going to forget it, because you're going to need it later when you reassemble, unless you buy new locking hubs, which they will come with it. So grabbing those two machine screws that we then screwed in, you're just going to pull that hub out and remove it. At which point you're going to have to remove these nuts right here. And so I've already got them pre-loosened, but if you're taking apart one that's been put together for a while, you're going to have to use a tool. And that tool is this hub wrench right here, this hub socket right here. So each one of these nubs, whatever they're called, are going to slide into the hub just like that, placing them in the hole, turning it counterclockwise until it's been removed. Alright, once that's unthreaded and removed, what you're going to want to do is using a small Allen key, which is what I used, and or a pick if you have one, you're going to reach in behind the separating plate right here and just simply pry it apart till it comes off. And so this one's in here for the reason being it's going to lock this hub in place. So it's got a little nub right here which goes into the axle shaft right there, locking this ring in place so it cannot be removed or cannot fall off. And it's going to go, one of those holes is going to go over this nipple right here, locking this one in place. So once again, using that same tool, that hub wrench, what you're going to do is you're going to reach inside and just loosen it, at which point it comes off pretty easily. Obviously you're using the tool this whole entire time because your hand's not going to fit, because the casing is still going to be around the outside. Alright, now that that's been removed, there is nothing now holding on the hub assembly itself. So you're just going to grab it and remove it. And it shouldn't be very hard. It's a mobile piece, it's not going to be locked in place. And that is where you're going to find your bearings. So inside there are bearings on the top. Look just like this. These ones are fresh, I just put them in. And there's also one on the back side, as you can see. And so on the back side there's going to be a seal that keeps water from getting into that piece and ruining your bearings. So you're going to have to remove that seal, remove the old bearing, and put the new bearing in. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some grease, just like this. You're going to get a big glob of it in your hand, and you're just going to smash that new grease into this bearing till it's completely coated and completely full before reassembly, to keep those bearings from overheated. Now to put that hub assembly back on is just simply the reverse steps of what we just did to take it apart. I hope you all enjoyed this video and can use it for future videos. Now, as you can see, the truck behind me is not a 76, it is indeed a 63. However, it is on a 76 chassis. So like this video, subscribe to this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, as well as our weekly car show shorts. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Get out and enjoy those old cars.